And with this, that's Spring Summer 25 completed. Yes folks, so welcome to video 3 in the adidas Spezial Spring Summer 25 release. We've got the final 2 shoes and I'll go through them all as well and give you my thoughts on the whole collection at the end of this video as well. Anyway, welcome back to me, Danny. Like I say, welcome to another video. I managed to do something kind of fun yesterday and I went down to London to do some filming for something else, but you might see that at the weekend. Which was kind of fun and kind of different, so keep your eyes out for that. But on to today's video, because we have got a lot to get through and I don't have a lot of time because I'm actually on holiday this week and we're doing things left, right, centre, so that's why you might not see too many pictures and too much stuff all over social media, because I've got a life as well, right? We have got first up the Roelee SPZL. So let's get straight into the box. There's a reason why I wore the olive shirt today, but you'll see why. Here we go. Check these bad boys out. Adidas Roelee. I think that's how you pronounce it. SPZL. So, what we're saying about these. Now, like Gary said, these are like a hybrid shoe. Alright, and like I've said on previous videos, I like it when, that's what Adidas did back in the day, right? They took a bit of that and a bit of this and made a new shoe. So we have got on this the Roilee upper and the Gazelle Spezial sole tooling. The Gazelle Spezial is one of my favourite Gazelles. I'm just going to say that now. The green pair, again, if you saw my green pair, they are disgusting. In fact, let me go get it for you. Because they were just in the kitchen, but look at the state of those. But I love them. They go with everything. If I'm just needing a pair of shoes to like go shops, or if I'm walking the dog and it's not like muddy or anything like that, they do need a bit of a clean up, but I just love the Gazelle Spezial. I think it's super. So when these came out with the sole, I was like, oh, I'm all of those. Those Roelees, excuse me, those Roelees are gonna look absolutely banging on foot. So quick look at the details. You've got this really dark, lovely green suede on the top, and it's quite soft. Like I said with the Failsworth yesterday, it's like a really soft, like really premium suede on the upper. Obviously you got the upper ice stay, like the zagged edge to the ice stay. 3 stripes, which are, they might look white, but they're not. They're like an off-white, kind of a vintaged white, which matches the heel tab. You do have like an olive type collar round the inside. The midsole, it's like an avocado green is the best way to describe it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it almost looks like it's grass stained, right? If you thought, oh, it's like a green, it should be white and it's like grass stained. But it's not, it's like an avocado type colour. You've got the white outsole, the tongue, you've got a blue Adidas tongue label on there. And the tongue's quite padded as well, like it's got like a suede on the top, but it's got foam underneath, it's like a padded tongue. One thing I'd say with the Gazelle Spezial, I just find them so comfortable. So again, apart from looking good, when I saw these, I was like, oh, these are kind of my thing. And I wear green, right? Like I say, I don't wear much blue, or navy, should I say. I do wear blue, but not really like that dark navy colour. But green, I'm all over green stuff. The other thing about green as well, now I don't know if you find this, is you can have different shades of green on and it all matches like the different tones of green. And I don't think you can do that with like blue or red or many other colours. Do you know what I mean? Like, different shades of green always looks good, but when you put like a slightly different colour blue shoe on with a slightly different colour blue top on, I don't think it works as well. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I just think it's a bit odd. You also get an option lace. Now this is how I'd wear mine. You get an option off-white lace to match the shoes. Obviously a green one in there and like that, like look, it just looks clean. I should always put the option one in the right one because that's one I show and that's the one I prefer, but I like to show the right one as they come in the box. This is how I'll be wearing mine with the option lacing. I just think these look absolutely banging. Size wise, I'm an 8, these are an 8, and I'm not gonna lie, they're just like slippers. I'm an 8, these are an 8, excuse the white socks, and these are true to size as well. A little bit of room actually, but again, I wouldn't be going half down on them. They're true to size all day long for me, and yeah, I think they're a really nice pair out of the 6 that are dropping. Like I said, at the time of recording, I've got no prices. I've seen a lot of people asking me, oh, when the prices, when the raffles. This video drops on Tuesday, right? I imagine by Tuesday, the raffles will be out, like the 7-store raffles, and you will be able to like have a look at the price and things like that. But as the time I film it, I ain't got a clue. So there we go, Roelee Spezial. And last but not least, and here's when I said there's something a little bit different about every other pair, is we've got the Pampanga SPZL, but you're not going to see the box, right? Because they didn't come in a box. So the guys at Adidas were like, no way, we don't have a Pampanga in a size 8. I was like, oh, that's going to be a little bit awkward. So what they've done is they've sent some samples so I can show you what they look like. So here we go. Check these bad boys out. The Pampanga SPZL. Now, straight from the bat, when I saw these ones and I saw like the description that Gary always gives, which I love, I think it talks to the geek inside of us, right? And he goes, well, these are made from a Squire upper. Hands up, I didn't know what an adidas Squire was, right? I'm not a vintage guy, so I don't go like hunting down vintage stuff. We've based it on the adidas Squire upper, and then we've come up with a new 3D printed tooling for the sole. And I thought that's just kind of, again, that feeds into what I like from Spezial. I get it, it's not everybody, right? You don't have to have a particular reason why to like it. You might just like the aesthetics, or you might like the collaborations. I like it when they do this kind of stuff. I'll show you some of the details. So you've got, it's like mainly like a nylon based shoe. So it's nylon all the way around the back, all the way around the sides, should I say. And then you've got a little suede toe cap on there, which goes into the gum sole. I love the colour of the gum sole. The midsole is white, and this is like, again, a slightly off-white. It's not like a perfect white. It looks slightly off-white to my eyes. Same with the stripes. You get like a grey bit around the middle as well. White heel tab. Now, because the samples, that's the insole. Because the samples, I don't know if they come with a black lace option or if they just come with white laces. These only came laced up with white laces. That's all I've got to go by. And then the tongue is a suede tongue with the Adidas patch on there and the mod trefoil in the middle. And like I say, that's that 3D printed sole, outsole that Gary kind of alluded to and did a little post about. I really like these. They're really lightweight. I think they're just like a perfect summer shoe to wear with shorts. However, right, because these are only a sample, so size-wise, I'm an 8. These are not an 8, right? These are a UK 8.5. And I've got a slight issue because, well, I'd like to try an 8, but these are too big for me. I've got like a full thumb in the end. And I like my trainers quite snug, as you know. So, because of the sole, and it's like, it's sculpted inside, so it's probably really comfortable. But I can't get my foot comfy in this 8.5. So, I can't really advise you on what to do, because you just need to try these on. I can't, because if I had an 8, I don't know if my foot would still feel like a little bit tight. I've got quite wide feet, and I feel like the upper is a little bit narrow, and that nylon material doesn't give like maybe suede gives over time and leather gives over time. But I don't know, right, because an 8 might just slide in and it might fit right because of the sculpting of the sole, the insole. So size-wise, I'd go for your true to size because these were too big in an 8.5 and I'm a true 8. So I would still go for my true to size, but I can't tell you exactly how they fit. Like everything else fits really, really nice. The TRX are a little bit roomy. All the others are almost slipper-like. So yeah, Pampanga SPZL. I think they look fantastic, I really do. I'm just not too sure how they fit on my foot, which is kind of like the most important thing, right? And there we go, there are the 6 pairs from the Spring Summer 25 drop. Let me just restuff these to make them look a little bit better. And do you know what? The whole drop, right? Let me just pull up a few more of the shoes. The whole drop reminds me more of like the old school drops where there was like a big variation in the shoes. So we've got like a runner, all right, or a runner type. Well, it is a runner, right? You've got like a suede type shoe on there. I mean, you've got a TRX, which is obviously definitely a runner as well. You've got this handball cup, which I keep calling a handball pro because the other ones we call a handball pro. Again, I really like these. These are like a suede, but like they're not like an absolute flat-soled suede. Do you know what I mean? These are like they're a handball, made for handball. I think these are fantastic. The smart one, so the Failsworth, there's no leisure shoes in this drop. So you've got the Failsworth, which is a really smart trainer. And last but not least, and absolutely not least, you've got the Aspen, the A.Aspen. Shout out to the guy who, I can't remember who it was, who shouted it up and said, Gary's dad was called Alan, right? So thank you for that. I couldn't find it when I was making the video. Someone posted up after the video and let me know. What a fitting tribute, you know, tennis shoe. Okay, like I've said, white shoes aren't always easy to get right. I think this is a really good execution. If you like it or not, it's up to you. Because I have seen a few people go, oh, just a white. It's not just a white shoe, right? There's a lot of thought that goes into it all. So those are the 6. Now, gun to my head, if I had to pick, now I'm a little bit, this is really nice, but I don't think it's going to fit me because of my feet. So I might just have to discard the Pampanga. I love these. I love these. And the surprise one for me is the Failsworth. I really, really like these. So if you're going to say top 3, I can't pick one because they're all slightly different. But these are my 3 favourite out of the drop. And which ones I'm actually going to get, I really don't know. I really don't know. It's a solid drop across. I don't think there's a standout pair in the 6. I think there's something for everyone. I think not all shoes are for everyone because there's such kind of a variety. Like if you really like something like bright and loud like the TRX and like the McVicker kind of thing, you might not be too bothered about a flat suede dark green with an avocado midsole, right? But that's cool. And the best thing, like I always say to people, the best thing about shoes, and when you see my replies to people on YouTube, is it's cool to not like stuff. That's fine. It'd be weird if we all liked the particular shoe. Now we're getting some drops like when Liam Gallagher's drop and CP companies and stuff like that. Everyone wants them because the collaborations and just because it's like a hyped shoe. Whereas none of these are hyped, right? This is like classic Adidas footwear made by Spezial using vintage shoes with a little twist, and that is, alright, maybe not that one, but all the others, they've gone into the back catalogues and updated them for 2025. Absolutely what I want from Spezial, so I'm absolutely not mad at any of this. Shout out to the people who say, oh, you like it all. No, I don't like it all, right? I've just told you the ones I like, and the other, like, I would never wear these, right? I would never wear these. Solid collection. Obviously there's lots of clothing and apparel as well. The Parkers, I'd love to see a Parker on. I can't tell the sizing, I can't tell. I'm only 5'8", right, so I can't tell if it'd be, I've got a few Parkers, but I can't tell if it'd be too long. Someone said that the Parkers are very, very expensive as well, so I wonder if they're more like a summer thin Parker. They look that way from the pictures, but I've not held one, I've not touched one, I've not seen any proper pictures on it yet. The white hoodie is like brilliant, I love that. Let me know in the comments what you're going to go for in the raffles. At the time when like all the raffles do come up, I'll put the links in the description below. Like I said, while I'm filming this and editing it, there is no raffle info out at the minute. So yeah, that's it. adidas Spezial Spring Summer 25. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah blah. See you at the annex. Bye.